Hello and welcome, Luke Millard here with you. Welcome to today's video, Driving Asimi with Login Ads. Today we'll be discussing our plans for the login ad system that will be implemented soon and what that is going to mean for Hashing Ad Space, what it is going to mean for every single Asimi earner and holder. It's a very exciting announcement, so I'm pleased to have you with me here today, and make sure you watch the video all the way to the end so that you fully understand what is coming and what it's going to mean for Hashing Ad Space. So I'd like this video to remain casual so that I can just explain a little bit about how this is going to work, what's happening with Hashing Ad Space in the way that I see it as we continue to drive forward. We are hitting our targets on the roadmap. We're actually a little bit ahead of schedule on some of those targets, which is really exciting as we continue to put one step in front of the other and drive into the future. That is what this business is all about building something that is going to last for decades. So it's a pleasure to have you with us today, and with us with you in this Hashing Ad Space community. So thanks again for being a member. We really do genuinely appreciate that. So let's talk about the login ad product first, and then we'll talk about how that's going to work and what that's going to mean for our community. Login ads. So a login ad is displayed as you log into Hashing Ad Space, and the advertiser will be able to purchase the entire day worth of advertising. Meaning that if you purchase the login ad advertising product, you will have your website displayed to every single person that logs in to Hashing Ad Space on that day. That is a very powerful advertising tool for people that are promoting their businesses and their products. The login ad itself is a very powerful ad because it is the first ad that is viewed by a person when they come to the business, which means they have it's a better retention, it's a better sort of engagement with that advertising service. And so it's already a very powerful product. Add to that you get the entire day's advertising, and you can see that that really is a very exciting advertising feature that we are adding. What it will do, what it means is that we are increasing our company advertising sales revenue. Adding an additional product means more sales. That means more income coming in for this product, and you're going to see exactly why that is really important in just a moment. We will of course add a commission program to the login ad purchases. So if your referrals purchase the login ad, you will earn 10% of the referral purchases. Now let's talk about why this is so exciting. Obviously this is a great product, and it's going to be a successful product because it offers fantastic advertising. But why is that going to help everyone? The reason it's going to help everyone is we're going to start an Asimi burn. So we're going to start burning Asimi. Now, if you're not familiar with what burning Asimi does, or burning a cryptocurrency, is that it decreases the supply of the currency. Okay, so decreasing Asimi circulating supply. What that means is that as you burn a token, it's basically lost forever. It's taken out of circulating supply, can never be added back in. As you start to reduce circulating supply of cryptocurrency, it increases the value of the remaining cryptocurrency within that circulating supply. Okay, so it's a function that a lot of cryptocurrencies do implement when they're trying to help the token economy or for various reasons. However, the main role here is that if you start a burning on a regular basis over time, that's really powerful for the token itself. And so we've been thinking long and hard, discussions with our economists, how are we going to implement a burn and how can we do it sustainably? Because of course, this is revenue that could have been directed towards the company, for instance, but we want to give this back to the community. We want to build Asimi. We have to understand that we are Asimi, and our business is building Asimi, and so we want it to be highly successful. And so what we're going to do is we're going to be burning 90% of the login ad revenue will be burned on a daily basis. So what that means is Hashing Ad Space as a company takes absolutely zero revenue out of the login ad. When a login ad is purchased, 10% goes to the referring agent and 90% is burned. Now, what we'll be doing is creating a public wallet so everybody can track the progress of this burning, and on a daily basis, we will be burning 90% of the revenue earned for the login ad purchase. Now, there is a couple of really exciting aspects to this particular burning system. The The advertising product itself is a variable price, meaning that people can spend more. And the more they spend, that's the more Asimi that we get to burn on a daily basis. On top of that, you will be able to purchase the login ad with Bitcoin, and you'll be able to also recommend somebody else purchases it with Bitcoin. What that means for Asimi is that somebody comes with Bitcoin, imagine. They have Bitcoin and they would like to purchase the login ad. They purchase the login ad with Bitcoin. As per our company policy, as we receive Bitcoin for our advertising sales, we take that Bitcoin the next day and we purchase Asimi on the exchange with that Bitcoin. In this event, what would happen is we would have the Bitcoin, we would go to the exchange, we would purchase the Asimi, and then we would burn it out of circulating supply. This is huge news for Asimi because over time, happening daily, we are acquiring Asimi and burning it, taking that out of circulating supply, and that's really exciting for the future of Asimi. If you understand the burn-in mechanism, it really can make big changes for the community, and that is why we are going to implement it, even though it's going to cost us thousands of dollars to just introduce the login ad system, plus manage it, plus we have to pay people to approve the ads, plus all of the support surrounding it, okay? It's a big cost for Hashing Ad Space to actually run the login ad system, but we are returning 100% of its revenue for the community to help Asimi, to help you guys, to help the minters, to help the earners, because we want this to be a massive success. We know it's going to be a massive success, and we're building it for the decades to come, and burning on a daily basis really does instill a lot of confidence for the decades to come because it can have that huge impact like I've already discussed. On top of that, we want to improve transparency. It's important to me that everybody feels comfortable with Hashing Ad Space. I mean, I feel comfortable with it because I know Hashing Ad Space. I know that we're doing the right thing. I know that we're driving towards decades and a really exciting future. However, I understand that everyone else needs to be able to see that for themselves as well. So we will be adding some transparency reporting to Hashing Ad Space so that everyone can see circulating supply, what the allocations are, any liquidations, the staking numbers, and we'll do some company activity sales reports on a quarterly basis so everyone can get a better feel for Hashing Ad Space and how that works. Lastly, I'd like to talk about the Asimi token price. It's important to me that everyone understands that the market sets the price for Asimi. It has done that since day one. First, we allowed the minting for free, then we went live on the exchange, and the market set the price. It drives the price up, drives it down, and now we're starting to see it go up a little bit off the bottom again, which is fantastic, okay? But the main takeaway here is that the market, the community, sets the price for Asimi tokens. It's our goal as a company to generate true advertising sales, because that is the true demand for Asimi, and to push our business and implement these new changes like login ads, like additional advertising services. And we have to understand that we are an advertising business, and the reason that people can come and watch ads and get paid with Hashing Ad Space is because we sell real advertising products. People can purchase real products, just advertising, no other benefit, but they purchase a real valuable advertising product, and that creates true demand for Asimi. So we have to also understand that we will be introducing these advertising services because that is how we do drive Asimi into the future. That is how we drive Hashing Ad Space. The market sets that price for Asimi on the decentralized exchange, and we don't influence it other than building a great business and building what we see as the most successful road to success, which you can see in our roadmap. Now, the reason I'm saying all of this, and you can see I'm on the Waves decentralized exchange here, is that it doesn't take a lot of Bitcoin in order to really stabilize and drive Hashing Ad Space and Asimi forward. Just one Bitcoin, if we scroll up here, would take Asimi all the way up to 0.002 Bitcoins. Okay, so that is not a lot of advertising sales when you consider company-wide advertising sales. And so this is why we really have to have confidence in our process. We have to have confidence in the way that we are driving our advertising business, because that is the true demand, and those sales, that is what's going to really help Asimi over the long term. And so just coming back to our slides here, we do have to have confidence in our progress. That is what we're working towards, and I hope you guys can see just how hard we are working to drive Hashing Ad Space into a very very powerful platform. It is already becoming that. We have over 120,000 members now. Things are really taking off for Hashing Ad Space, and we continue to drive it into the future. Now, because I have just discussed some price, I do just want to leave you with a disclaimer. There are inherent risks associated with hashing ad space and cryptocurrencies. There's no doubt about that. And the illustrations that I just showed you were live statistics from today, and they don't necessarily indicate any future performance. The purpose of this video is to explain what it is that we're working on so that you can make the decisions that are right for you, and of course read all of this disclaimer here in full to ensure that you understand that you interact with Hashing Ad Space the way that suits your lifestyle and your business. So look, thanks again for being here, being part of this community and watching this video all the way through. I do appreciate it, and I'm really excited to roll out that burn and start showing everyone the Asimi that we are burning out of circulating supply, and also introduce that very powerful login ad product. So thanks again for being here. Luke Millard here with you, and I'll see you in the next video.